Hi everyone and welcome back to Jo's Healthy Cupboard. Thought I would hop on and record a quick video whilst my little Ivy Rose is asleep in her pram right next to me. We've just been out for a walk, so I'm taking this opportunity to do it whilst I have time. So what I'm going to talk about today is another video that I had kind of thought about doing before she was born, which was how to plan and take everything you need for after having a cesarean section, or just in general after birth. Loads of people do like what I put in my hospital bag type thing, but I'm just kind of focusing on with the thought of having a cesarean section in mind again, because there are different items that you might want to take if that is the kind of delivery you're having, and then there's just a whole pile of general items that would be relevant for anyone, and in fact most of them are relevant for anyone, but I'm just kind of tailoring it for how I packed my hospital bag, because obviously I knew I was going in for a section and I knew from last time what would be helpful for this time when I had no clue last time. So I'm just going to get started. I've got some notes, so I'm just going to look at them because my brain is like grasshopper central at the moment. Some of these things I may have already mentioned in my last video, which was about breastfeeding, but I'm just going to go over them again because I think they're really helpful and I wish someone had told me all of these essential things. So the first thing I put into my hospital bag, and this is my hospital bag, this isn't for the baby, I had a separate one for her which had all the stuff that she would need in it, this is just purely for me, are the breast pads, which if you're breastfeeding you will definitely need these. So these are the ones that I showed in my last video. They're organic bamboo, honestly the nicest, softest material ever. They're meant to match up, so you get two of each. As you can see, I don't match them up, but for whatever reason they've got like matching colours so that you can actually keep the pairs together, and they come in this little bag, and there's also a little wash bag, and that is something that I would highly recommend getting. They're from Amazon, I'll link below again, or you can watch my previous video. Second thing, which I don't use often at all, I take them when I am going away anywhere, is facial cleansing wipes. These ones are biodegradable and they're Arbonne facial cleansing wipes. I keep them for occasions when I'm away for the night, but I took them to the hospital because I didn't want to have to take a face cloth and have like a wet face cloth all like kind of in my bag. So they were super handy to have, and yeah, I would recommend them just to like freshen up, because maybe the first day you won't feel like having a shower, and especially if you've had a cesarean section you might still be a bit sore. So to freshen up I used these, which were amazing. Next up is dry shampoo. Again, something I don't use that often, but I used it because I knew I wouldn't really want to wash my hair the first couple of days. Again, like being in the shower too long when you've had a cesarean section, you maybe don't want to stand that long. I use dry shampoo. I would say that's a vital element, especially if you want to get some nice baby photos and you don't want your hair to look like a grease bomb, which mine does if I don't wash it. This is getting really saucy. These bad boys, so these are high-waisted postnatal pants. They are not the bonniest, as you can see, but I got these in H&M, and honestly you will thank me for these because they go over your bum. 99% of pants sit exactly on the line where your cesarean section scar will be, because it is very low. It's right in the top of your pant line, and if you buy normal pants they will rub. That is a fact. You will have a plaster on for a week, a long plaster that kind of stops it catching and stuff, but 100% recommend those. They're so comfy, and obviously for any maternity pads and things like that they will hold everything in. So those were one of my absolute essential items. Next up is these leggings, which I'm actually wearing, so I'm just going to show you them. So these again are high-waisted leggings. You can see I've still got my little bump there. And these ones were super cheap. They're from H&M. I think they were only about £8. They're not the best quality, admittedly. They're like a little bit thin. If you don't like, I mean, they're not see-through, but I would always wear something that covers my bum with them. I wore them throughout my pregnancy, and I'm still wearing them pretty much every other day with my maternity jeans. I would say 100% get a couple of extra pairs of maternity leggings. I bought one pair for afterwards so that I had like a new pair, because the ones I had during my pregnancy I'd worn quite a lot. So I would recommend high-waisted or slouchy, comfortable trousers or leggings. These leggings are perfect and they're cheap, and you know, I'm not worried that I've spent a fortune on things that I won't wear again. And then the next thing is just a pair of slippers, because you know, you'll maybe be walking to and from the bathroom in the hospital, and you get like those kind of tight, what are they called, the socks they give you for after you've had surgery, whatever they're called, anyway, but you still want a pair of slippers, so I would recommend them. I think these were from Marks and Spencer's, yeah, Marks and Spencer's, and they were not very expensive. I can't remember how much they were exactly, but I think they were only about £10. Another thing is a nightie. A nightie sounds so like granny-ish, but anyway, or I mean, high-waisted pyjamas, I don't think there's such a thing. So I bought loose maternity feeding slash like just a little nightie slip thing, and it was again from Marks and Spencer's. I'll link below because it's in the wash, and it has buttons down it. So that's something else. If you're going to breastfeed, bear in mind you want things with buttons. The first time round I didn't even think about that. Or you want things loose, like this jumper, so that you can just, you know, lift it up and feed. It is very hot in the hospital, so also bear that in mind. You might just want some loose t-shirts. Again, I've got like just a plain black t-shirt, which is quite loose. I think it's Pretty Little Things, not expensive, something like that, so you can just, you know, lift it up and feed. And then baggy jumpers. I have pretty much lived in woolly polo neck jumpers like this since I had Ivy Rose, and my sister got me an amazing thick one from Topshop for Christmas, and that is what I've lived in. It is winter here, so obviously we need warm things, but that is something else. So loose jumpers, high-waisted leggings, loose t-shirts, that kind of thing is all stuff that you'll want. Your toiletries, so toothpaste, toothbrush, any kind of makeup. I took a small bag of makeup, just some CC cream, concealer, lip balm, because your lips will get dry in the hospital again. I took some fizz sticks for energy, so you might want to take your own drinks or snacks. Oh, very important, a good nursing bra, breastfeeding bra. I would actually recommend getting breastfeeding bras throughout your pregnancy, because there is absolutely no point in buying maternity bras that are bigger and then once you've had the baby they're not breastfeeding bras, so then you have to rebuy breastfeeding bras. So this time around I only bought a couple of breastfeeding bras when I was about maybe 20 weeks pregnant or so, and I'm still wearing them. They're so comfy, so you need those. Hair bubbles. Some hair bubbles, always handy. These ones are a bit old and loose, but yeah, hair bubbles are another thing that are really handy to have. Just both to kind of, as I mentioned in my last video, remind you of what breast you fed on last if you're breastfeeding, and also just to tie your hair up, obviously, because that's something that might annoy you when you've got a baby and they're being sick in your hair and blah blah blah, and you don't want your hair covered in sick when you can't wash it, so make sure you have hair bubbles. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and just a little spritzer, or kind of, this is an old Aroma Essentials spray. It's an Arbonne one. You can't get them anymore, but it's just got a light scent and really nice, just again to like spritz yourself up a bit and just feel like a little bit refreshed. So that is my video today. Oh, one last thing, I'll show you my this is my changing bag that I got. It is by Cam, which is a Danish make, I think. It's either Dutch or Danish, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's like a quilted padded bag, and it's got like heaps of room inside. It's got two handles so you can carry it like that, or it's got a strap for over your shoulder. Again, you want both, which is handy. And the only thing is it did not come with a changing mat, so I ordered this one on eBay. It's handmade, it was not expensive, and it fits into, I think, any changing bag. It's soft and you can just fold it up like that. The actual changing bag, I didn't realise didn't come with this, that you had to buy separately, cost about £30, and I was not prepared to pay that for a changing mat. Did I say changing bag? Changing mat. Yeah. That is my video on what to pack for the hospital thinking about a cesarean section. thinking about one, or if you know you're having one. But I think most of those things would be relevant and helpful for anyone who is about to have a baby. Don't go overboard, you know, you don't need 20 million things, just those vital things. And again, maybe pack for like 2 or 3 days in the hospital, because you never quite know how long you're going to stay for. First time round I did not have enough stuff because we ended up being there for 6 days. So just maybe take a couple of extra pairs of pants and you will be okay. So I hope that's helpful, and thanks for watching. If you're enjoying these videos, please don't forget to subscribe. I will get around to doing some food videos next week as well. Have a lovely weekend, everyone.